What's happening? How are you doing today? It's another beautiful day here, but now today is Sunday. Today is Sunday. I know most of us we are indoors, relaxing and doing whatever it is you love to do. So wake up to another beautiful day. Karibu sana. This is Man Cave. My name is Uncle Mike the Baker. I am your host, and I'm excited to be with you today. Today I want to take us to church. Hmm? There's a lady friend of mine, a client of mine, very beautiful chick, by the way. She calls me Pastor Mike. Hmm. Wambo. Pastor Mike, see you. All right, today I want to do that. I just feel inspired to take us to church today. And I hope that we're going to have a good time. We want to pick up a lesson, some lessons from one guy in the Bible that we all know. Hizi vitu tulisomeshwa tukiwa Sunday school. That is, if you went to Sunday school. If you didn't, then you missed out on a lot. You better start going to Sunday school. Anza saa hii. It's never too late. Huh? Anyway, listen, it's a beautiful day. I hope you've had a beautiful weekend so far. You know, um, hope you had a good Sato. You didn't do anything crazy. Eh? I know most of you right now, you're waking up with a hangover from hell. Yeah? Tafuta maji ya ndimu hapo, weka koroga, weka tea bag hapo ndani. Yeah? Kaskari kidogo, nini nini. That will sort your hangover good one. Anyway, it depends with what you drink. If you drank some cheap liquor, we pambana tu na hali yako. There's someone who called me last night, drunk as a motherfucker, telling me how, I'm watching your man cave here, and you need to work on the volume. Fuck you. Kama uwezi skili, listen. This is what it is. Hii ndio iko, tunang'ang'ana pamoja kwa hii. One day we will have a microphone. And we'll be able to be loud and clear. But right now, this is what we have. We use what we have. Listen, one thing I've learned, do not be ashamed of where you are. In my life, to be where I am today, I have grown from zero. Started from bottom, now we're here. Nilianza na tu carton, nimelalia chini kwa floor on a single room. And you can imagine niko Limuru nimeweka carton chini. Imagine how cold it is. But that's where I started, man. Na ndo mimi niko hapa. Beautiful big house, nini. Tukuku hapa nje, you hear them all the time on these videos. Don't let anybody give you pressure. Ndo hizo. You can hear them everywhere. They want to be, aziezi nipatia nini, raha ya kufanya whatever I do. But anyway, it's okay. It's a blessing. Nikikumbuka pali nimetoka, I have no worries about them. They can, hata zinaweza anza kuwika zote. Muzisikie. Kwani iko nini? Do not let anyone give you pressure to become something that you are not. Live within your means. So gentlemen, this is what we have. So tunasafa na hii yenye tuko nayo. In a few months, we shall not have this. We shall have a beautiful place here. Well set up, nini. But for now, tunapambana na hii yenye iko. Sawa, msinipe pressure. If you know someone else who does it better, go listen to them. Sikiza hiyo yao iko na sauti poa, yangu wachana nayo hapa. Let me grow in my own pace. Tuamue. Yeah, let me grow in my own pace. Siku ile nitafika utakuja, you be back here to listen to what I have to say. Yeah, tuko pamoja? Thank you. That's just a disclaimer, just to let you know that, this is what it is. This is Uncle Mike the Baker channel. And by the way, thank you to all the new subscribers. I met someone on Friday. He told me he's just started watching, and he enjoys to hear men talk about these things zenye yeye mwenyewe amekuwa akifikiria but ajui vile anaweza zisema. So thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you for even subscribing to this channel. Share this with other people if it makes sense to you. I always say just share it with someone. Let them know that indeed there are other men who are talking about this. Unajua wakati, the one thing inatusumbuaga kama wanaume is that when we are going through a tough time, we hide ourselves. Tunajieka kwa cocoon. And then it start playing mind games on you. You start thinking, man, I'm the only one who's going through pain. I'm the only one who is broke. No, we are many. We are broke together. We are many going through tough times together. And I learned this during the time when I was going through divorce. I thought for a long time that I was going through this alone until I sat down with other men who are going through the same. And I realized, tuko wengi. And you see what happens when you see someone else going through the same thing you're going through? It gives you hope. It gives you, tutatoboa, tutatoboa. When you wake up and you're feeling a certain kind of thing, you talk to them and they are feeling the same way, or they had that feeling yesterday. The thing about divorce is you have to take it one day at a time. One day at a time. Okay? One day at a time. So if you're going through it, one day at a time. Wachana hata na kesho nini, just you've woken up today. Take today. You see that feeling you're feeling? I told you this, I think in Man Cave episode 1. You see that feeling you're feeling? Usijaribu numb down. Do not numb it. If you're feeling pain, that you take kapombe ati inaambia pain, feel it. Get into that feeling. You feel hadi ishe. Then it will never come back. Then it will never come back. Somebody told me, I remember when I was going through it, I shared with someone, a nice guy. He's always very open about what his life is. So I told him, hey, listen, this is what I'm going through. This is how I feel today. And he told me, listen, the exact thing you're feeling today is the exact thing I'm feeling right now, even as we speak. Now, this is a popular guy, well-known guy. His name is Andrew Kibe. He told me, hey man, saizi mi napitia hivo hivo. And that encouraged me, bro. Niko zile, unapitia hapo. How? But you're on... and he encouraged me. We talk. And he told me, hey, listen, I'm going through the exact same thing right now. And I looked at him, I looked at myself, and I knew, let's go. You know, it's important for you as a man, talk to other men. Sit down with other men. Tell them, hey, if you're going through something, hey manze, unajua juzi manze, mama aliishia. You will meet someone who mama pia aliishia. And you're able to relate to your situations, your circumstances. You relate it and you're able to grow and you're able to go through it. Sawa sawa. So talk to other people, listen to men who are speaking, you know, and then you'll be able to understand, this is not a unique situation. This is just a common situation that many people are going through, and I have to have a good attitude about it. That's why I'm not ashamed to always share about it. I'm not ashamed. I talk about it every time. I told you the other day, I met some friends. I shared it when it was still fresh. Guess what? Someone else is going through the same. And when they watch that, they relate. Like, pia mimi, you know. That's it. And that's how we grow together as men. That's why this channel and other channels exist for us as men to be able to have these conversations. Sawa sawa. Good. Let's get started on today's video. Today, we want to read the Bible. We want to extract, I don't have a Bible here, manze, but we want to extract today's message from the Bible. And this is a story that we all know. It's a story of Jacob. You remember Jacob and Esau? Yeah. But today I want to extract something from the story of Jacob. Okay? So it's Sunday. Twende church. Kwani iko nini? Let's do this because we can. Now, the first lesson. This is, I think, in Genesis 28. I think verse 1. And Isaac blessed Jacob. You all know that story. And the first lesson I want to pick is that Jacob left his home. He left his house, his father's house, and departed. Yes, he left because his brother was a monster. But he left and he went on his way with nothing. Alitoka tu hivyo, after amepata baraka za mzae, akajitoa akaishia. And he went his way with nothing. And he went and went and went. You all know that. Akalala mahali, akaona ndoto, nini. And then he continued with his journey. He did not stop there. He continued with his journey. Until now, Genesis 29, where he went into this land and he saw this beautiful chick. Her name is Rachel. As we all know, when you meet somebody so beautiful, it brings a lot of joy in your life. Well, not in 2022. Now, this is back in the years, in the years of Genesis. That was beautiful. Yeah, tunaendelea nayo story. So he left his father's house. Now, most of you gentlemen, you have the potential to become anything you ever want to be, but you're still stuck in your father's house. I know someone who's in his mid-30s, still living in his father's house. He called me, you see the guy I told you called me drunk the other day. You know, I'm watching Man Cave. Yeah. That guy is like 35 years old, living in his father's house. What a waste of space. You have to live. And I'm not just talking about physical living, even psychological, emotional, everything has to live. And you be by your damn self out there in the wilderness. Because once you leave, you have nothing to look back to. Ile siku unatoka, you have nothing to look back to. Listen, I've left my home several times. I left the first time, ikachapa, nikarudi home. Left again, didn't stay there. Kakachapa tena. Now, the third time, I left and I traveled far away from home so that I never have to go back. Nakumbuka nikwambia hiyo story. I only had 250 bob. Nikalipa matatu ya Molo Line. Made sure that I have nothing to take, I have nothing to give me a safe zone. Ni kutoka na kutoka niende nika make it whatever it is I have to do with nothing in my pocket. And I left. 2009. I've done videos on this. Go behind, check these videos ziko hapa chini. You will see. I left with nothing, not even my papers, 0 shillings. Everything came out here. Did all the kind of odd jobs you can find, mujengo, nini, hawking, whatever. Now look at me here. Many years later, of course, kumekuwa na ups and downs. Went down again. Still, I didn't stay down. I left again. Nikaanzia kwa makaton. I just told you that beginning of the video. And now, I have nothing back there to go back to. Gentlemen, you have to leave your father's home, house, whatever. You have to leave. Because once you leave, something in you just grows and you realize, shit, I can make it out there. I can make it by myself. Listen, even after my marriage ended, I knew, you see kitu. Looking back at everything I've left, looking back at everything I've gone through, I can make it through anything. And now I'm here. And let me tell you, hakuna kitu inaweza nisumbua sahi. Nothing is too big that I haven't seen. Nimelala njaa, nimelala chini, nimelala inje, nimenyeshewa. Hakuna kitu sijapitia, but I'm here. Gentlemen, you have to leave. Once you leave that comfort, that comfortable place, you have to, yani ukishatoka hivi, your mind expands. That is the first lesson I want us to pick from this man, Jacob. He left. Hakukaa huko. He left, went out there and made it work. The second thing that I want us to pick from this, yes, alienda kapatana na kadem huko. We all do that. We are men. I mean, utaenda ukutana na kadem. And this chick became a motivation. Now, the point I want to bring out is not the chick. It is as he left and he went his way, he found something to motivate him to do something that he had never done before, to work. Once you leave your father's home, once you leave your comfort zone, you go out there and you find something to do. Most of you are still chickens. You're still an ego in a chicken shed. You cannot do anything for yourself because you're still stuck in a place of comfort. You're stuck. You have no vision. Where do you want to be 5 years from today? You cannot say nothing because hata haujui. As a man, you need to have vision, because I'm going to give you something that happens to this guy as he begins to work. He saw, yes, aliona dem fulani akasema anataka kufanya kazi because of him, of that kachik. That became a motivation. But even after he got the chick, he did not stop working. He continued working. He worked all those 14 years, whatever years he worked in that home to get the chick. But after amempata, he didn't stop working. And this is now what defines you as a man. Because he continued working. Remember, this guy came with nothing from kwao. He left huko with nothing. Came all the way. with 0 shillings, nothing. He found something to motivate him as he was gone. Angekuwa amekaa kwao angewahi pata kitu ya kummotivate. Angekuwa tu a useless bugger there just listening to his mom. He never went back even for his mama's funeral. He went out there and made it work. Now listen, as he was working, he saw this chick, of course, akaswichiwa. We all know that story, akapewa Leah instead of Rachel, and all that happened. But there is something that I want you to get from this story. It's not about the chicks that he got. Get this point. As he continued working, he became a man. And now guess what? Remember the mindset I told you? The mindset, the abundance mindset that you have to have when dealing with women. Yes, he only got 2 chicks. These 2 chicks came with other 2 chicks. Now they became like 4. Now watch the story. Jamaa anafanya kazi, amepewa huu dem. Dem wa kwanza akapata huu mwenye yako anataka, akapata mtoi. And the first son was called Reuben. Now, I want you to get this point. Because this guy was so, alikuwa na vision. He knew, he was working towards something. Guess what happened? When he got Reuben, this is what the chick said. Surely, my husband will love me. When you have an abundance mindset, it is them who align themselves to you, not you align yourself to them. Most of you gentlemen, you're chasing women instead of chasing purpose. Because when you chase purpose, they will align themselves to you. You don't have to chase them. You don't even need to know their fucking names. All you need to do is be on your grind, be on your purpose, be going somewhere, focused as a mofo. They did everything they could to align themselves to this guy. Because as he continued working, he became a man of purpose, a man with a vision, focused, knowing what he wants. You think I'm kidding? She got another kid, the other one, Leah, another toy called Levi. And now, this is what he said. Now, my husband will become attached to me. It is not him who went to her and told her to attach. He just continued working. Hao ndo walikuwa wanajipanga huko. Now, it continues to say, she got kids, nini, and then she stopped having kids. She stopped having kids. That's what the Bible says. In the Bible, leo ni Sunday tunasoma Bible. She stopped having kids. Go read it. I think Genesis chapter 30. She stopped having kids. Guess what the other chick did? Ule dem sasa alikuwa anapendwa. Ule dem sasa alikuwa amechaguliwa. Ule dem sasa umse aliona akakuwa motivated. She saw, aya, mi sina mtoi. Remember, this guy is still on his grind, on his purpose. Kai, sina mtoi. What do I do? Guess what she did? She took the servant. She took the servant. Listen, this guy did not go for the servant. She took the servant and brought her to him. So, hey, listen, lay with this one. Let her bear you a child, and that will be my child to you. How many of you have women fighting for you? How many of you are fighting for women? Thank you. Answer yourself that question. Where is your focus? Because if you focus on what you're doing, if you focus on your purpose, they will be the ones fighting, planning, plotting for you. You don't even have to say anything. I don't see anywhere where Jacob went and said, now, Rachel, give me her. No. She thought by herself. Brought her servant to, Buddha, lala na huyu, juu mimi siwezi pata mtoi. Akupe mtoi, alafu wa mtoi atakuwa wangu. Gentlemen, even when you go out, by the way, I even stopped doing this. Whenever I go out somewhere and I'm having my drink, I do not bother with anybody. I sit in my corner, enjoy my drink, naitisha ice cubes na mwaga ndani, and I just enjoy my drink. If it's a game I'm watching, I watch that game. and I watch around, not caring about anyone. I told you yesterday, ninauziwa. They are selling. They are marketing their people to me now that when I said I don't want anyone. Saizo wewe, you're chasing every tail you can see. Oh, that one is looking good today. Bro, I don't even look aside. Nikitoka hapa, when I leave this compound, I just ride to wherever I'm going and I ride back. I don't give a shit who I meet. Well, isipokuwa Wambo who calls me a pastor. Wambo. Endelea tu. Anyway, my point is, I'm focused on my grind. I'm focused on that which I know I want to achieve. Gentlemen, focus. Focus on your purpose. Forget the women. Let them align themselves to you. Mwenye hawezi ajitoe. You focus. You focus. You focus on that which you want to achieve. Now, you know how that story goes to the end. I'm not going to continue with that. I just wanted you to see how, as he was grinding, everyone else was aligning themselves to him. Because he was a man with a vision. He was a man with a goal. Now, let us continue with the story. It continues on to say, now, many years later, this guy had worked for this guy. He worked for, I think, his uncle or something. I call it Laban. Now, in Genesis chapter 30, verse 27, this is what Laban comes to Jacob and says, the Lord has blessed me because of you. Gentlemen, how long have you been working in the company you've been working in? How long have you been working for your company? Have you ever had your boss come to you and tell you this company has grown because of you? Have you focused on your work so well that your boss tells you, Buddha, since you came here, this company has grown because of you? Ama are you just among other Mohines who walk in the morning and walk out in the evening? They come in and they check out at 5 p.m. wanaenda. Are you among them? When you're among others. Nimenyamaza hapo so that you think in the place of your work, in that place where you work, that place you applied for a job and got. How many times has your boss come to you and even said, well done, you've done a good job? Ama are you just among all the other people who walk into the company and then they walk out? And then the time for you to be fired comes and you're fired like, kama panya. Gentlemen, remember when I said you need to be focused on your purpose? You need to be focused on that which you do. Purpose inaweza kuwa tu ni job yako hiyo unafanya hapo. Because that man who employed you has a vision. And now you are working hand in hand with him to accomplish that vision. Now, as you're working, you're fulfilling purpose. Because you're helping someone get there. Even as you learn the rules and the tricks of the game. How many times has your boss told you you're doing a good job? How many times have you been employee of the month? Ama are you just among all the others? You see, when you're focused on that which you do, everyone around you will recognize. Bro, in my work, ever since I left home, came out here, kuanzia pali nilianzia kwa mjengo. The day I left that mjengo, everyone noticed that I had left. Hadi foreman, until today, that was when, 2009, that man is still a good friend of mine, hadi sahi. Because I didn't just show up nikafanya kazi ya mkono. I showed up with everything I had and I did it to the very best of my ability There were other Mohines there we were working with. Hundreds, I don't know, around 50 people we were working with kwa hiyo mjengo. But until today, that man is a good friend of mine. And he is a rich man today. He owns complex buildings katikati ya Tao. And whenever I ride my bike past him, he's always glad to see me. Why? Because I was focused. I left that, nikaenda kwa hoteli. I was working in a small hotel in Kikuyu. Kakif kadogo sana na huko nyuma. Nilikuwa na serve hapo mbele. Used to get in at 4 a.m. in the morning. I leave at 11 p.m. in the night. The day I left, that guy hired 2 people to do the job I was doing alone. 2 people to do the exact job I was doing by myself. Siku brag, I'm just telling you, this is the way it is. I left there nikakuja nikaanza kuhawk movies. I did it so well that to this day, I have so many friends. And I'm not talking about just watu tu random. People who I used to sell movies. One of them is the guy who sold me the motorbike. I sold him movies many, many years ago. Many years later, he's one of my best friends, sold me his personal motorbike. Focused. Knowing what you want to achieve in life. Not looking back. Not looking sideways. Not playing games. Focused. Kulikuwa na wase wengi walikuwa nauza movies hizo siku. Nobody remembers them. I'm using my story, relating it to the story of the Bible, letting you know that you need to be focused. Because once you're focused on your purpose, on your grind, the world turns around for you. You don't have to kiss ass. I went into radio, bro. I went into radio. Forget about radio. Even did my album, my CD. First album. They refused to play it on radio. I didn't give a shit. I took it to people's houses, door to door. Today, if I post a photo of that album cover, there are people from all over the country who will say, I saw you in Busia. I saw you in Malindi. I saw you in Mombasa. You sold me this CD in Meru. I see that on Facebook every time. Because I was focused. I knew what I wanted to achieve. Whenever I go into something, I know I want this kind of result. I'm not fucking around. There sometimes nilikuwa naingia place nafukuzwa na soja. I come back the next day. The next morning nimebeba hizo CD. Hapo kwa hiyo mall. Nifukuze tena. I've been to places like Eldoret. I've been kicked out so many times. Nimeshikwa na kanjo. Bro, nilishikwa na kanjo nikafika huko ndani nikauzia mkubwa wa kanjo CD. Na nimeshikwa nikihawk. Tao yenye ufai kuhawk. I went in and I sold that guy a CD. Hey, listen, I'm selling this. He bought it and let me go. Enda ukauze vitu zako. Focused. I've been to places like Malindi, nikafukuzwa. Left, went to another town and kept going. Never stopped. Naenda place kwa mall nafukuzwa na soja. Narudi kesho yake nataka kuingia. Narudi tena kesho yake nataka kuingia. Finally he lets me ingia. Na kupatia dakika 10. Ingia uuze afu utoke. Focused. Ladies and gentlemen. No, forget ladies. Gentlemen, you have to be focused. Whatever it is you do, you have to be focused. Fuck everything else. The world has to align to you, not you align to it. People have to fight. People will fight you and then eventually love you. That's the way it's supposed to be. I went into radio. Same thing happened. Went in, the radio was still huko chini. By the time I left, they celebrated me with a bash. Not even one day. Started a whole week of celebration for me. I have not seen anyone else live that way. I have not seen anyone leaving that radio the way I left. Even today, my boss still calls me to appreciate what I did. How many times in the company you work in the place you work in, have you heard from your boss saying you are doing a good job? How many times do you work extra hours? Ama wewe unaingiaga saa 2 na wale wengine unatoka saa 11 ama hata saa 10:30 before kila mtu mwingine. There has to be a level of excellence in what you do. I've been in the choir singing, leading worship, praise and worship at my church for 3 years. And guess what? Till today, they still ask me to go back. Because when you focus and you know what you want to achieve, you go forward with everything you have. Saizi napika mahamri. People, if I delay 10 minutes, there are people who will be calling my phone non-stop. Uko wapi? Most of you want to start big, but hapo tu pali unauza, you could be selling eggs in your estate. And you do it so well that no one else sells eggs like you. When you're not working, everyone will be looking for you. Nini na happen? Where is that guy? Ule mswamai ako wapi? Amepita leo. Selling eggs. Listen to me, gentlemen. Whatever it is you do, akunanga kitu kidogo. I told you when I was starting this show, Man Cave, hakuna pesa kidogo. You can be selling something for as little as 10 shillings. But how you do it is what matters. That is now what is called excellence. That is now work ethic. I do Man Cave. Simple. On my phone. I started a show on my phone. Watch how it grows, man. And I'm not doing this to brag today. I'm just letting you know that whatever it is you find in your heart to do, you need to do it with all your heart. That ile siku utatoka hapo, let everyone be looking for you. Let everyone be looking for you. Where did this guy go? The day you're not working, the day you're not in the office, hey, wacha kila mtu ajue hauko. Because how you do things is so excellent that they notice when you're not there. You could be working thousands of people in your company, but the day you walk out, everyone will know. That company will probably shut down because you did your job so well. That's the same thing Jacob did. Now, to finalize on this, Jacob left his home with nothing. Remember venye alitoka? Bila kitu. The day he left Laban's home, what did he have? He was a exceedingly rich motherfucker. Donkeys, camels, nini, everything. Women, children. He came with nothing, left so wealthy that by the time alikuwa anatoka hadi mdosi alikuwa zile za damn, umebeba kila kitu ya. No, he just carried what was his, legally his. But wakati alitoka hapo, everyone in that place knew. No. They started hunting him down. I'm going to end that and that. Gentlemen, today, if you are to leave your job, are you living the same way you came in? Today, if you are to go back to your father's house, are you going back the way you left? Remember the other day when I was traveling home and I was riding on my bike and I stopped somewhere to do a video? It's right down here. And I told you how I left with nothing and today I'm going to ride back home. Unakumbuka nikisema hivyo? If you are to go back to visit your home today, what are you going with? Ama unarudi tu umesimama venye ulitoka? Most of you who live in your home, what do you have that you can be proud of? What do you have? Ama kazi yako tu ulitoka huko ukakuja huku ukatei na utarudi bure venye tu ulitoka, venye tu ulirudi, uliingia. What do you have with you? What lessons have you learned that you can use? Tafakari hayo. Today is Sunday. I want to leave you with that so that you think for yourselves what you're doing with your life. What are you doing with your life? Are you chasing tail everywhere? You're probably waking up with somebody next to you, but you have nothing for yourself. What a waste of space. Gentlemen, it's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to have purpose. Find your purpose, find your path, and go for it no matter what. Fuck everything else. You are the one who matters. You're the one who matters. Bro, mi nitakuachia tu hapo. Thank you for watching Man Cave. Remember, if this video makes sense to you, like, comment, subscribe. Share it with your friends. Share this with your friends. Let them know. Let them hear this. Sasawa. Enjoy your week. Tukutane in the next episode of Man Cave. Bless up.